So another new concept, if you're coming from the classical world, is going to be this idea of ghost notes. These notes that kind of suddenly drop and almost aren't there, but they are. So you more notes that are implied, and that's something that helps create the groove. It creates the pocket, and it creates a little bit more air and space in your sound. All things to help to get the right feel. So what I'll do is I'll play a couple licks without ghost notes, and then I'll add them in so you can hear the difference. Every note sounded. Now, adding ghost notes. So it's pretty obvious which one grooves harder. Again. So that sudden release in dynamics is what's going to help propel the swing feel and the groove. So a lot of times, the way we create ghost notes as violinists is pedaling off of a note, whether it's an open string or like a first finger in this case. Instead of going, I'm ghosting that B note. No ghost notes. With the ghost note. So making that B note disappear but also be implied is something that's very tricky. So let me show you an exercise to practice that. So this is one thing that I did to kind of work on ghost notes off of different fingerings, but to get it more consistent. So this is an exercise where you're pedaling every finger chromatically against a G. So without the ghost note, again. With the ghost note. So I'm creating that ghost note. We're using the open G by letting the finger up. Letting the finger up a little bit, just enough, and letting the pressure in the bow up just enough. Okay, let's try that with the metronome. So here's it with the metronome on every beat, and then we'll try it with 2 and 4. So again, I'm going to do it twice with no ghost notes, and then I'll incorporate the ghost note. Again, the G is our pedal ghost note. With the ghost notes. One more time. So now we'll get the metronome on 2 and 4. So again, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can also try to accent those. Yeah. So you can ghost off of any pedal point. Of course, the open string is a good choice because then you have more options of notes on top of it. So the first finger is another one we could try, where you could do, instead of, we'll go, and you could do that against any finger, but in general, the lower fingers open 1, maybe 2. I might do like 2, for example. And usually it also depends on what your phrase is, like that phrase I showed you earlier. I used the B, then the one first finger, and then I used again this first finger. So it depends on the lick, but it's good to practice it off of different fingers so that depending on what your lick is, you can have the option of different ghost notes.